Hi everyone, Rebel Leader's run really well today. Early on he was a bit big and slow over a couple of his fences, which made it a bit harder for us to hold our ground more than anything else. He's not, like, we've been flat out everywhere. They've gone a real hard gallop, and I've just then been shuffled back a little bit due to his jumping a bit slow and because they've gone so quick. Whereas if we're over 3 miles, we'd probably been able to hold our position just purely because they've been going half a stride slower. So even though we're jumping a bit slower, we'd have been jumping at our speed rather than their speed, which was a bit quicker than us. So he's just shuffled back. I've let him get into rhythm. He's jumped really nicely for the second circuit the whole way around. We've creeped into race and turned in. I was like, we'll try and nick a place or two here because I can see a few are stopping in front of us. And all he's done, all that straight is box on and keep picking up and keep picking up. And going into last, I actually thought I was going to pick them both up. We only ended up picking up one, obviously, but he's kept finding. He probably could run over this trip again, but I'd be more inclined to go for a 3 mile with him, to be honest. You know, we could ride him exactly the same as today, line up and sit midway if you wanted to. You just wouldn't need to be as forceful. We couldn't be any more forceful than we were, to be honest. But you couldn't rush him. You wouldn't need to rush him over 3 miles. Whereas today we have rushed him a little bit over the last 4 or 5. Although he stayed on running to line, we've always been after him. He's always had to do it, and he's produced the goods when we need him. To be fair, over the ones up the straight, he's winged every one. He's been very good at them, and credit to him, he's put his head down at the line, he's carried on running.
So soft ground, obviously no problem. Did it ride quite soft? Or?
He didn't ride that soft, you know, it's soft summer ground. It wouldn't be soft winter ground, but it's soft summer ground. He's handled that fine. It was a good job we did have the rain over this trip. Yeah. You wouldn't want to run him on good ground over this trip because he would be run off his feet. But overall, his jumping's improved as he's got progressed into the race.
Look on the positives, it's definitely our best run at the horse. And actually it's his best run for an awful long time.
And he's jumped brilliantly.
And on the back of that, we can go full of hope somewhere. I'm sure we'll stay chasing.
Yeah, I stay chasing.
The only thing I did wonder is whether any headgear would help with it, whether the cheap pieces or something.
Maybe, but with how he hit the line, I don't think you'd need them. The only reason you might need them is for if you're staying to this trip, I'd probably put them on. You know, if you're going up to 3 miles, I probably wouldn't bother. I'd give him the benefit of the doubt first time. But over this trip, if there was no race over 3 miles and you were staying at this trip, then I would probably put them on just to help him travel. But over 3 miles, I don't think you'd need them.
Well done, Charlie.
Thank you very much. Thank you.